Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Bulldogs will kick this away to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start with the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And they'll start off with a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
Tight end goes in motion. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. Is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now it's second down here.
Easy.
Quarterback drops back. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, USC.
On the ready. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a good thing they pick up the first down here, because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Here we go.
The linebacker shifting around now. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
It's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Belly stutter.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Cricket. Terrier. Hornet.
The back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And it's caught. Touchdown, USC.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today. And they're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll hand it off. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Gain makes it second and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Ball carrier tackled there.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's gone. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, man, so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And the Trojans are looking to keep this drive going. First down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
7th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down. They let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the 1st down. And now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
And the Trojans line it up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Georgia offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Checks this down to the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted.
Great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to clear down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. The ball is loose. It's a turnover.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. The catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Second down after the incompletion. They'll run it to the left. Tackled after a 4-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Running with purpose. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. in the clear at the 25. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
USC 21, Georgia.
The Trojans will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the USC offense back on the field.
29 Philly. 2 now.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with his sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Puck near the sideline. It's Wilson.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And they'll kick it away here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
1st down and 10. Quarterback keeps the football.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the punt is down just inside the 30. The offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, USC 21, Georgia 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. Here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, drops back. Snags a quick throw. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. You talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
The Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SC.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
And, Chris, we finally have a great play here by this offense. A nice touchdown throw by this quarterback. This is his first touchdown pass, not only in this game, but the first of the season. So congratulations to him.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14.
USC 28, Georgia 14.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play.
Lasso, Rita.
He's swarmed by the defense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
And the Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kurt. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.